Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Big T. Welcome back to Football Talk. Let's recap Week 2. Let's go. All right, let's start out the Thursday night matchups between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. New York wins this one on a close one, a score of 37-31. 49ers go into Carolina, try and give it all they got, but not really good, guys. Carolina destroys them 46-29. I didn't see Carolina, losing 2 games in a row, especially against the Niners. New England, interesting game in this one. Jimmy Garoppolo, the backup quarterback, goes down with the injury, shoulder injury. The rookie backup Jacoby Brissett comes in, relieves. Makes a good comeback in the second half. But New England manages to beat them and go 2-0 by a score of 31-24. The Ravens beat the Browns 25-20. This was a close game from the get-go. Division game, always are against these two. The Tennessee Titans go in and they beat the Detroit Lions by a score. This is another close one right here. There was a last-minute interception by the Titans. They win this by a score of 16-15. Good game right there. Kansas City goes into Houston. Close game there, but Houston prevails. Final score 19-12 over Kansas City. New York Giants. Another close game against the New Orleans Saints. They win this score by a score of 16-13. Really close game right there. Two good matchups right there. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Guys, I always look forward to the Cincinnati and Pittsburgh games because it's always physical, always fun to watch those two teams. Pittsburgh, though, prevails by a score of 24-16. The Cowboys get a win over the Washington Redskins. Once again, another good rivalry right there. Cowboys pull this one off 27-23. Arizona goes into Tampa. Tampa having a good game last week, but Arizona, all offensive firepower on the defensive front they have, they win this score of 40-7. It wasn't really a close matchup right there, guys. Seattle goes into LA, the first game in LA since 1994. I was 4 years old when last time the Rams were in LA. Wow, I just realized I'm old. Wow, this is depressing. So they win this one, a close one, 9-3. LA gets a win, the first win in LA, like I said, since 1994. Depressing moments right there for me. Okay. Well, Indy goes into Denver, and good matchup right there. But Denver pulls this one up by a final score of 34-20. Atlanta goes into Oakland. Oakland, playing really good last week with that last second win, the 2-point conversion. But they do lose their home opener by a score of 35-28. The Jaguars play San Diego. I thought this was going to be a little interesting matchup. Teams, with heartbreaking losses the first week. San Diego, though, prevails 38-14. And then the Sunday night matchup. This was a good one. Minnesota in their brand new stadium, Bank of America Stadium. I actually watched that game. It's guys, if you watch that Monday night game, that was actually a really good game. That's an awesome stadium. Would love to go there one time. That would be pretty sick. But Minnesota wins this one, a close matchup. Final score 17-14. And the Monday night football, Philly and Chicago. Philly goes in and takes care of business. Final score 29-14. That recaps week 2, guys. The big stories coming out of this week for injuries and other stuff like that. Like I said, on the Patriots front, Jimmy Garoppolo, like I said earlier in the show, he went down with a shoulder injury. He went down hard on his right shoulder. He left the game. There's been multiple reports. I mean, right after the game, people were saying it was a broken collarbone, and another report said it was a torn ACL. My understanding is the sources that I've seen from like NFL Network, ESPN, all these other places say like he has a sprained ACM joint, ACM joint, if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Nothing's tear, nothing's broken there. It's just sprain. So what that probably means is, the Patriots have a short week. Also Houston too, because that's a Thursday night matchup right there. Houston at New England. That should be a good game right there. But my concerns with this game is if Jimmy Garoppolo can't go, and also Rob Gronkowski, the star tight end, has been missing 2 games so far with that hamstring injury. There's been reports that he'll play week 3. There was reports last week he was going to play this week, but like I said, we'll see what happens with there. If I think Garoppolo and Gronkowski goes, this should be a close game. I'm not. I mean, like I said, I'm looking at New England. If we have to go, if they go with the rookie Jacoby Brissett at QB, I don't think the offense is going to be throwing a lot of heat like it was in the Miami game in week 1 against the Cardinals. So my prediction is I think they're going to have a close game, but I think Houston comes out with this with like a field goal or by a touchdown, and Patriots probably will get that first loss. So it should be a good night. It should be a good game. Thursday night football. If you guys get a chance to watch it. It's going to be a good game. The other news around the league is Cutler, Jay Cutler, the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, injured his throwing thumb, the thumb on his throwing hand. Reports say that he won't need surgery, but they're going to take it slow. And there's also been some rumors, like the past couple of days, of his future with the team. Jay Cutler has not been productive, I don't believe, for the Chicago Bears. Guys, I'm not a big fan of him necessarily. Do I think he's a good quarterback? He has his moments. He's got a good arm, very accurate, but just he kind of reminds me of like a Drew Bledsoe kind of. One of those guys that has all the good scores, has all the stats, but always seems to just screw up at the end when you need him most, and doesn't come through in the clutch, unfortunately. So that's my opinion on the matters. Hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. CJ Spiller, who's a free agent right now, who was released by the Saints. There's been reports that he is visiting the Packers. I think he could be a very helpful tool there in that backfield. Use him as a third down back, pass catching running back if they need to. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Big news: Adrian Peterson has a torn muscle. There's no time period on when he will be able to go or when he'll be able to be back, but hopefully speedy recovery, because that the Vikings team right there, you really can't afford any more injuries. In my mind, no more injuries with that team, because Teddy Bridgewater going out with a serious knee injury. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. He can get back to football next season. And Adrian Peterson, one of the best backs still in the league. But you know what? Let's see what the Vikings can do. So that's pretty much all I have to report this week, guys. Like I said, Thursday night football's coming up. Patriots, Houston. Who do you think's gonna win? Write down in the comments below. Week 3's coming up. I can't believe it's week 3 already. It should be a good week of football, and we'll be back here on Tuesday to recap it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content. Social media below. Always remember to be kind, generous, love one another, and as always, I will see you, on the other side, my friends. Bye!